And yes, I'm live. I mean, I've started, whatever I'm saying now. I can't believe it's been a week since the last time I did one of these, but it has, and I've actually like done heaps. So I'm going to get right into this because I've got several things that I need to document and include. Charge your GoPro. That's a okay. Hopefully this will this will work. So end of last vlog, I was in Salento, gorgeous town of Salento. Since then I've spent several days in Medellín, one of the largest and certainly the coolest cities in Colombia, and also a couple of days in a really beautiful little town called Guatapé. Right now I'm in a place called Jardín, up on the hill, overlooking the village. I've just taken a fairly dubious cable car to get up to this this gap. It was really sunny when I came up, and it's just started the daily bout of half-an-hour rain, so it's kind of perfect time to film. So what do we need to talk about? Medellín, what a cool city. It's really good. Big contrast to anywhere else I've been in Colombia, even Cali, which is obviously a large city, but Medellín is just way cooler, much more interesting things to see, more beautiful stuff. I spent 3 nights there to start with. First and the best thing that I did was go up to a place called Community 13. Now this used to be, even until literally just a few years ago, like by far the most dangerous area of Medellín. There was loads and loads of trouble with gangs previously from the cartel, kind of hanging over from the Escobar days. Like really poor area. It's really been renovated in terms of its safety over the last few years, to the point now where it's really safe to go up and look. And basically check out their super amazing street art that's up there now by like loads of local artists. I took a couple of videos up there. I've got loads of photos, which Instagram's probably better for, but I'll just drop some of this in now. I mean, check this out. So what a cool place to go. Amazing views back down of the city. I mean, really interesting to see. I mean, there's a lot of poverty still there, but the people certainly seem very happy. The guide that we had was from the area, and she was like really proud of the changes that have been made from when she was a kid, and she's probably only the same age as me now. So that was an amazing place. I mean, I don't think anyone would go to Medellín and not go and check that out, but yeah, it's unbelievable. Did some other cool stuff while I was there with the 3 days. There's like a main like plaza square with some really weird, cool, really statues of fat people and fat animals, which I took a little video of. So that was pretty cool. And another good thing I did before leaving Medellín is go to a football match. So there's two teams in Medellín. Atletico, who are top of the league, and Deportivo Medellín, Independiente Medellín, who are the team I went to see, who are doing okay. They're like 7th in the table. I met like a Dutch girl and a Turkish American guy, and the 3 of us went together. The stadium isn't full, but the one end is like rowdy as fuck. So I took a video here, which was kind of shows that they were singing literally from the start minute all the way to the end. Like the team won 2-1. It wasn't the best quality of football, but it was quite interesting to go. But like the fans were just constant, and yeah, we could learn some stuff from that in England, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, awesome to quickly rattle through that in Medellín. I knew that I was going to be coming back to Medellín, but there was a place I wanted to go called Guatapé, which a lot of people have told me the kind of main attraction there is this huge big rock which overlooks the lake of Guatapé. And the lake itself is really this crazy kind of shapes. It had been like artificially flooded, I think, a few years ago, so you get this immense kind of vista of all of these, they're not islands but these crazy little peninsulas and shoreline just winding through. This is the rock. This thing looks pretty big. Wow. So it's massive, it stands up there. To get up to the top you have to climb, well, it's quite a steep walk just to get to the bottom of the rock, and then it's like a 650 steps up, so that was like, it's only 10-15 minutes but exhausting to get up there, but when you get to the top it's just 360 gorgeous panorama views all around. So yeah, that was amazing. I stayed in a hostel in Guatapé that was about a 20-minute walk out of town, kind of similar to the one that I'd stayed at in the previous week in Salento, and it was amazing. It's so cool. It was actually, it had been recommended to me by Yanni and Marlene, the Danish girls I met in Ecuador, but I didn't know anything about it. But they call it like a hostel and a music community or artist residence, and basically it's like half the people staying there, and there was probably only 15-20 people staying there, are like musicians. I was going to say local, but a lot of them weren't. There were people from Chile and people from Argentina, and just who were like playing in the local town and music. So it was like super musical hostel. It was kind of a little bit difficult for me there because for the first time on the trip, actually, there was no one who was an English speaker first language. Everyone was either French or Spanish speaking first. A few people spoke English to kind of help me out, but basically it was just a super cool place to chill out. It was out of the town, which was only a small town anyway. The first night we were there, we had a big like jam session where everyone was like singing and playing instruments, and yeah, it was a very cool hippie Latino vibe, so that was really fun.
Tiene el frío del último encuentro. Tú vi, yo va, cada día te quiero más, yo.
Coupled with the fact that actually the whole hostel had this like gorgeous view back down over the kind of the lake. So given it was so beautiful and easy to chill out there, I stayed for another night, and on the morning that I left, I walked up with some people from the hostel, a couple of French girls and a girl from Argentina. There's like a hike that you can walk, like an hour and a half, just literally not even really, just kind of following a track and just following the river, up to these cool little waterfalls that are hidden right in the forest. Like it's legit. It's not like it's not really a path. You just at points like constantly going over stepping stones or wading through the river or walking literally along like tree trunks over the river, and you get up to this like really secluded, beautiful little waterfall where we went for a dip, which was a lot of fun. Made it to the waterfall through a trek that wasn't even a trek, just basically walking through the river. Pretty cool and very secluded. So, in a nutshell, that was Guatapé. What a beautiful, cool little town. From Guatapé, Guatapé is only about 2.5 hours from Medellín, so I went back there for a couple of days. I'm going to leave that for the next time. So back in Medellín, where I am now hiding, and then I'll have like a couple more days in Medellín. I've booked a flight to Cartagena, which is on the north coast of Colombia. So what's fairly unusual, I've actually got like a fixed date, which is happening on Sunday, today being Tuesday. So in 5 more days in the middle of Colombia, and then I'm finally going to be at the beach again for the first time in a couple of months, which I'm really looking forward to. Any more news? Oh yeah, huge day for the Travellers 10. I'm up to 65 lists, 650 songs. But the big news is that my mum has entered her list, which I've been listening to with much enjoyment this morning. Thanks to her, Rolling Stones are now one of only 5 artists to have 5 different songs or more. Also, Bob Dylan has now joined the 3-song club, joining the heavyweights of people like Train and Jessie Ware, Vance Joy. So I'm sure that's something he'll be pleased with. And I also had the most ridiculously obscure list from a sound guy I met from Japan, Maso. So all in all, that's great. Ploughing on with the 10 songs. Have an absolute crack of a week, and I'm really looking forward to this week in Jardin. Apart from when it started raining again. When the rain stops, which I'm sure it will, I'm going to go and wander and check out a waterfall. But for now, cheers for listening. Awesome week, and yeah, speak to you soon. Mwah.
Sabe cuánto sobrevivimos y de esa presa y del país entero. Yo como ciudadano es que rapero, rapear toda la vida lo quiero, pero por ahora la necesidad nos hace perder, nos hace ver lo verdadero. Hay quien tenga ole sobre el dinero, no es un cuento de hadas, opciones demasiadas para quedar entero. Nueva, ruede o relámpague, siempre nos verán actuar, siempre nos...